So I'm here at London Victoria, and today I'm going to take a trailblazing journey to tick off another one of my 50 things to do on the Great British Railway. So just looking at the board here, and the service I'm going to get is a Southern service to Brighton to do my trailblazing journey. And at the minute there's no platform up. What I will say is today I've bought a Southern Rover ticket, which means I can travel on any Southern service throughout today. So as well as this, I'm going to do one other 50 things by taking a trip across to Lewes once I've got to Brighton. So I'm on platform 14 and I'm going to be catching this class 377 down to Brighton. 377156.
Supervisor here for the 702 Brighton service. We'll be calling in at Clapham Junction, Severn, East Croydon, Purley, Costal South, Merton, Red Hill, Hawley, Gatwick Airport, the Three Bridges, Hayward Heath, Willsfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park, and they're on to Brighton. Clapham Junction, first stop.
As we'll leave London, it's still dark this morning.
We are now approaching Purley. Welcome aboard the Southern service to Brighton. The next station is Gatwick Airport.
When this line was built, Gatwick Airport wouldn't have existed, but today it's one of the busiest stations on the line.
We are now approaching Gatwick Airport. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. And please do not leave unattended items of luggage in the train or on the station. You cannot use Oyster or contactless payment.
Keep an eye on the screens. And if you're after stations towards Lewes, New Haven, Seafords, also towards Eastbourne and Exhill, then make your way over the platforms 7 and 8, keep an eye on the screens there. We'll leave a train, please mind the gap. Please make sure you have all your belongings with you. And arriving at Brighton.
We are now approaching Brighton, our final destination. Thank you for travelling with Southern. Please remember to take all your belongings with you when you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So here we are at Brighton, having arrived all the way from London Victoria to complete a trailblazing journey. Now I'm off to look for the train to Seaford via Lewes. So this is everybody getting off the 8:48 train to Seaford as they've just cancelled it. Apparently points failure on the Seaford branch. It's not even going as far as Lewes, they've just cancelled it. So yeah, that's my plans for today. Well, yeah, it was quite key that I caught this morning to get to Lewes, so that I could visit a few other stations later on. So I'll see what I can do. I'll have to see what the next train is. So luckily services are still running to Bexhill, so I've managed to catch 377461, which is another class 377 Southern unit to Lewes on a slightly later service. And I've made it to Lewes, rather wet Lewes this morning, and I've got about a 10-minute walk out the station to go find a nature reserve. I think this might be a hint to this area's former use. Certainly looks like the remains of a bridge. Actually looks like a footbridge that's just been dumped under the undergrowth. Let's have a wander. Here we are, Lewes Railway Land Local Nature Reserve. Another one ticked off. And it's down by the river, Lewes. Quite a current on it this morning. And behind me, a visitor centre, which unfortunately is closed at the moment. Probably just because it's quite early on a Sunday morning. So just outside the visitor centre, there's the history of this land, this area. And between 1847 and 1969, this area was marshalling yards in Lewes and was on the Lewes to Uckfield line, which closed in 1969. Not sure about marshalling yards, it could be marsh yards. It's certainly very wet and muddy underfoot. There's a small river that runs through the middle. There's quite a lot of wildlife and birds that live here. So, walk back round to Lewes station, and that's the end of the 50 things for today. There's a couple more to do in Kent, but due to the line between Bexhill and Ashford being closed today, can't continue my journey along that line. So it's an excuse for another trip down here. Well, all I'd like to say for now is thank you for watching.